13 feet tall, 286 pounds in each arm, and inside its chest, a human pilot, controlling every finger, every step, every earthquake-shaking movement in perfect sync. This isn't Avatar. This isn't Transformers. This is Method 2, and it's already walking on South Korean soil right now, designed by the same Hollywood artist who drew the robots you grew up worshipping in movie theaters. While the entire planet stares at Elon Musk and waits for promises that never arrive, a silent army is being assembled on the other side of the world. Robots that walk toward paralyzed people and lift them out of wheelchairs. Factories where the lights stay off because no human is left inside. Cars that move sideways like crabs, and it's all already operating, right now, today. The future didn't knock, it kicked the door in. Join us and let's discover the secret robotic army South Korea built while no one was watching. Let's go. Number 13. Alex Robot. Most robots are terrified of touching things. They're programmed to avoid contact like a kid avoiding a hot stove, because one wrong squeeze can destroy them, or worse, destroy you. Alex laughs at that fear. Built by WI Robotics, a company founded by 4 rogue engineers who walked out of Samsung to build something darker, Alex was designed for one thing: to touch, to grab, to crush when needed, and to caress when asked. Its hands have 15 points of movement, basically the same flexibility as your own fingers. It can feel something lighter than a fly landing on its palm. But when you flip the switch, those same fingers crush down with the strength to hold up a medium-sized dog without flinching. Imagine a single hand that can button up a baby's tiny shirt without ripping it, then turn around and lift a bag of cement. That's Alex. Its arms move 10 times smoother than any normal robot, gliding through the air like a dancer instead of clanking like a machine. It's modular too, meaning you can plug it into a factory, a kitchen, or your living room. South Korea didn't build a robot. They built the perfect synthetic hand. And this is only number 13. The deeper we go, the more disturbing this list becomes.
Number 12. Incheon International Airport. Now picture an airport where no human ever asks you anything, where machines greet you, guide you, carry you, and clean up after you while you sleep on a bench. That airport exists, and it's called Incheon, the most futuristic transportation hub on planet Earth. The second you walk through those doors, a robot rolls up to you. You mumble your flight number, and it escorts you straight to your gate, like a metal butler who never gets tired. Too exhausted to walk? A driverless vehicle called Air Ride picks you up and delivers you to boarding. No driver in sight, just you and a ghost car gliding through the terminal. Meanwhile, LG's autonomous cleaning robots roam the halls like silent janitors, scanning which spots are dirtiest, memorizing those locations, and calculating the fastest cleaning route, like a Roomba with a college degree. While America still has TSA agents yelling at you to take off your belt, South Korea built an airport that practically runs itself, 24 hours a day, without complaint. And this isn't a prototype, it's already there. You can fly into Seoul tomorrow and see it. But airports are public spaces. What about the most private space of all? Your car.
Only 1% of people know the dark truth behind what we are about to show you next. If you want to be part of the few who actually know what's happening in the world, subscribe and leave a like right now. Done? Look at this.
Number 11. Hyundai Mobis. You've probably never heard the name Hyundai Mobis, but your hands have touched their technology 100 times without knowing it. Mobis is the 6th largest auto parts giant on the planet, a silent monster hiding inside cars from Tokyo to Texas. And at CES 2026, they dropped a bomb the rest of the industry is still recovering from: the holographic windshield display. The entire front windshield of your car becomes a transparent screen. Speed, GPS, warnings, all floating in midair, painted directly onto the glass in front of your face. You never look down at a dashboard again. The road itself becomes the dashboard.
Then they revealed X-by-wire, a steering and braking system with absolutely zero mechanical cables connecting the wheel to the wheels. Everything happens through invisible electrical signals. If one fails, a backup catches you mid-fall. And they crammed all this into the Hyundai Ioniq 5, equipped with their e-corner system. Each wheel rotates 90 degrees on its own. The car can crab walk sideways into a parking spot, spin 360 degrees on the spot, drive diagonally, or pivot like a compass drawing a circle. While Tesla still struggles with parallel parking, Korea reinvented how cars physically move through space. And speaking of parking, hold on, because they erased that nightmare too.
Number 10. Hyundai Wea Parking Robot. Parallel parking, the most universally hated activity in modern human life. The cold sweat, the angry honks, the 8 failed attempts to squeeze into a space the size of a shoebox. Hyundai didn't try to make humans better at it. They eliminated the human entirely. Hyundai Wea's parking robot is a pair of ultra-thin metal slabs, just over 4 inches thick, basically as flat as a stack of pancakes. These devices slither under your car like silent assassins, lift the entire vehicle off the ground, and carry it in any direction, including sideways, into spaces no human could ever fit into. It doesn't care about your car. It can lift almost 2.5 tons of metal and zip across the lot faster than you can walk. A single brain controls 50 of these robots at once, choreographing them like a deadly ballet of slaves moving tons of steel through the dark. Parking efficiency jumps 27%. But Hyundai didn't stop there. Once your car is dropped into place, an automatic charging robot wakes up, scans your license plate like a predator recognizing prey, and plugs itself in. You walk away, the robots do the rest. While the rest of the world fights for parking spaces, Korea deleted the problem from existence. But what happens when those same machines start moving people instead of cars?
Number 9. Mobed. Meet the chameleon. Mobed, short for Mobile Eccentric Droid, is the kind of robot that makes Silicon Valley engineers wake up in cold sweats. Built by Hyundai, it's not really one robot. It's a base platform that can become absolutely anything you want it to be. It rolls on 4 independently controlled wheels, each one moving in any direction it pleases. But here's the trick. It has a hidden mechanism that constantly adjusts its body, keeping it perfectly balanced on any surface, like a tiny acrobat that refuses to fall. Cracked sidewalks, gravel, stairs, crowded streets, it glides through everything like a ghost. But the real horror is on top. Mobed has a universal mounting rail and open programming, meaning anyone can bolt anything onto its back. Delivery boxes, security cameras, medical kits, advertising screens that follow you down the street like a stalker with a billboard. It won the CES 2026 Best of Innovation Award for its insane adaptability. One single platform, infinite possible jobs. It's not a robot, it's a robot factory disguised as a robot. And as freaky as that sounds, Mobed is harmless compared to what Korea built next. Because the next robot doesn't roll, it walks. And it's coming for your grandmother first.
Number 8. Nano-mobility. You're elderly. Your knees scream every time you stand. The corner store is 3 blocks away, and it might as well be 3 miles. The disabled, the pregnant, the injured, the forgotten. For decades, the world built cities only for the fit and able. Korea looked at this and said, enough. Hyundai's nano-mobility is a tiny personal vehicle that fits one person, powered by motors hidden inside each wheel. No engine, no fuel tank, just silent electric motion. But here's the twist that breaks your brain. You don't drive it. You don't need a license. You don't even need legs. You just call it like ordering an Uber. It rolls up to your door, recognizes your face, picks you up, and delivers wherever you want to go, completely on its own. Connected to ride-hailing networks and autonomous driving systems, it knows the city better than any taxi driver alive. When it's not carrying a human, it carries packages. The same machine becomes a delivery robot during the day and a grandma chauffeur at night. Still in development, but the direction is screamingly clear. Korea is building a world where nobody is left stranded by their own body. But for those who can still walk, just barely, they've built something even more personal, something you strap onto your hips.
Number 7. Whim. What if you could strap on a small pack around your waist and suddenly walking became 20% easier? Your knees stopped grinding. Your legs felt 10 years younger. That's Whim, and it's already real. Whim looks like a chunky fanny pack from the 90s, but inside it hides a small army of motors, sensors, and AI brains. 2 robotic arms reach down from the device and physically push your legs forward with every single step you take. It's like having an invisible hand giving you a gentle shove forward all day long. It switches modes depending on who you are. Assist mode for the elderly, resistance mode that fights back to build muscle, like a personal trainer strapped to your hips, hiking mode for mountain trails, slow gait mode for stroke survivors learning to walk again. And the spooky part? Its app analyzes your walking pattern and calculates your gait age, basically telling you if your legs are aging faster than the rest of your body. After just 4 weeks of using it, seniors in one study improved their physical function by 78%. 78% in a single month. Korea didn't build a gadget, they built a time machine for your legs. But what about people whose legs don't work at all?
Number 6. Walk-on suit F1. This is where the line between technology and miracle gets blurry. The walk-on suit F1, built by Korea's Institute of Science and Technology, isn't just a robotic suit, it's a resurrection machine. Every other exoskeleton on Earth requires someone to lift you, strap you in, tighten the bolts, and activate it. The F1 does something nobody else in history has ever pulled off. It walks toward you on its own. Imagine that. A person who hasn't stood in 10 years is sitting in their wheelchair. The suit approaches them across the room like a loyal dog, climbs onto their body, wraps itself around their legs without any human help, and lifts them up. They stand. They walk. They're free. The F1 weighs about as much as a large adult human, runs on 12 electric motors, climbs stairs, crosses rough terrain, and lets the user walk hands-free. No cane, no crutch. At the 2024 Cybathon, the official Olympics for assistive robots, the F1 completed every single challenge in just 6 minutes and 41 seconds, smoking the global competition and winning gold. Korea didn't build a robot. They gave paralyzed humans their legs back. They returned freedom to bodies the world had given up on. And while these machines bring lives back to life, others are quietly making sure the workers in factories don't break theirs.
Number 5. Vex. Picture working in a car factory. Every single day, 8 hours straight, your arms are raised above your head. You bolt undercarriages, fit brake tubes, attach exhaust pipes. Your shoulders are on fire. By the time you're 50, your arms barely lift anymore. Hyundai watched this slow torture happen for decades and decided to end it. The Vex, Hyundai's Vest exoskeleton, is a wearable robot built for these overhead workers. It weighs about the same as a small chihuahua, almost half as light as any competitor on the market. You strap it on like a backpack, no battery, no charging cable, no electronics that can short out and electrocute you. It's pure mechanical magic, with 6 adjustable strength levels, providing up to 12 pounds of upward force, lifting your arms for you every time you reach up. The genius is in the hinge. It uses multiple pivot points that mimic the natural curved movement of your real shoulder, so it feels like an invisible second body fused onto yours. While America still treats factory workers like disposable parts, Korea built robots specifically to protect them. But what happens when those workers are no longer needed at all? Because Korea answered that question too, and the answer is terrifying.
Number 4. The Dark Factory. Imagine walking up to a massive factory in Korea, the size of multiple football fields. Lights off, pitch black, dead silent, no human voices, no coffee breaks, no laughter, no anything. You peek through a window and freeze in place.
Inside, in total darkness, hundreds of robots are building cars at full speed, welding, assembling, inspecting, packaging. This is Hyundai Wia's dark factory, and it's not science fiction anymore. They're building it right now. The plant integrates H-Motion robots, a proprietary control system, and advanced AI to handle every single step of production without a human ever stepping foot inside. No breaks, no mistakes, no sick days, no strikes, no injuries, no paychecks. And here's why they call it dark. The lights are off because nobody human needs to see anymore. The robots communicate with each other through invisible streams of data, knowing exactly where every screw, every weld, every part needs to go. While American politicians argue about bringing factory jobs back, Korea is silently erasing the concept of a factory worker. The lights go off, the doors lock, and the machines keep building, all night, every night. But who's going to staff the homes, hotels, and hospitals? Don't worry, Korea figured that out too, and it's already living in their living rooms.
Number 3. CLOI and Bali. Imagine never doing chores again, never folding laundry, never loading the dishwasher, never cleaning a single dish. Korea is building exactly that, and the two giants in this race are LG and Samsung, locked in a deadly arms race for your house. LG's weapon is Chloe, unveiled at CES 2026. Chloe has 2 articulated arms, each with 7 points of movement, and 5 individually controlled fingers per hand. Basically, a digital human housekeeper that never sleeps, never complains, never asks for a raise. It folds your clothes, prepares your meals, cleans your kitchen, and it learns. Every day it gets more personalized to you, until it knows your routine better than your own spouse does. Samsung looked at Chloe and said, "Fine, we'll build a friend." Their answer is Bali, a small rolling sphere with a projector inside, LiDAR navigation, and AI powered by Google Gemini. Bali takes your calls, controls your smart home, plays movies on your walls, and even keeps your pets company while you're at work. Then there's Bot Handy 2, the actual worker, loading dishwashers, sorting laundry, pouring your wine. And Bot Care, which monitors your health and checks in on your aging parents. Korea isn't automating tasks anymore. They're building a robot version of family. And then they built an entire army to back it up.
Number 2. K-Humanoid Alliance. While America argues about Tesla's Optimus and China builds cheap copies, Korea quietly assembled the most dangerous coalition in robotics history. It's called the K-Humanoid Alliance, and it's not a company. It's a government-backed military-style coalition of over 40 of Korea's most powerful institutions, including Samsung, LG, Hyundai, KAIST, and Rainbow Robotics, backed by $770 million in cold investment. Their mission, written in plain words, is brutal in its simplicity. Make South Korea the global humanoid superpower by 2030. Their first weapon was revealed at CES 2026, and the audience couldn't breathe when it walked onto the stage. Meet Alice 4, a humanoid AI robot that recognizes objects in real time, automatically adjusts its grip strength depending on what it's holding, and works seamlessly alongside its wheeled partner Alice M1 on actual manufacturing and logistics tasks. Not demos, not lab tests, real factory work, side by side with humans, doing the jobs humans used to do. NVIDIA CEO Jensen Huang personally pointed it out in his CES keynote, calling global attention to what Korea was secretly building. 40 companies, hundreds of universities, hundreds of millions of dollars, all marching toward 2030. While the rest of the world was distracted by chatbots, Korea was assembling a robot army. And the general leading this army? A 13-foot-tall metal titan with a human heart inside its chest.
Number 2. Method 2. For decades, Hollywood lied to your face.
They showed you giant robots piloted by humans inside their chests, avatars, amp suits crushing alien forests, transformers ripping through cities, RoboCop, the Terminator, Pacific Rim's massive Jaegers towering over oceans. You watched, mesmerized, and you accepted it as pure fiction. Then Korea said, hold on. Vitaly Bulgarov, the same Hollywood designer who built the visual nightmare worlds of Transformers, RoboCop, and Terminator, was hired by Korean company Hankook Mirai Technology, not to draw another fake robot for a movie, to build a real one. The result is Method 2, 13 feet tall, 80% carbon fiber and aluminum. Each arm weighs 286 pounds, heavier than a grown man, swinging through the air with raw mechanical fury. A human pilot climbs inside its chest cavity, straps into the cockpit, and becomes the brain of this metal monster. Every move the pilot makes, the robot copies in real time. Arms swing, hands grip, fingers curl. The ground physically shakes with every step, sending tremors through the concrete. And remember the 2018 Winter Olympics torch relay? A massive bipedal robot, the FX2 by Rainbow Robotics, carried the Olympic torch in front of a global audience. Not a demo, a real walking giant, holding the most sacred flame on Earth in front of billions. James Cameron imagined it, Hollywood drew it, Korea built it, and now it walks among us.
If you thought this was terrifying, you are not ready for what they found in the video on your screen. Click it right now. The truth is worse than you think.